Hello, I am Dr. George Zangoulos, and since 2009 I am a member of the special teaching staff at the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering here at the University of Cyprus. My teaching duties mostly concern laboratory courses. Accordingly, I have undertaken the preparation of a short demonstration about two of the electrical and computer engineering laboratories here at LACHA. This video will focus on teaching labs LA130 and LA132. These two laboratories accommodate 6 different lab courses throughout each academic year. We are now filming inside LA130, which is our lab named after Pythagoras, a well-known Greek philosopher and mathematician. This lab is equipped with 36 PCs, all facing in the same direction. This layout renders it much easier for students to follow instructions by the lab instructor or a PowerPoint presentation while working on their computers. Owing to its setup, this computer lab is mainly used for courses ECE 211 Digital Systems, ECE 213 Computer Organization and Microprocessors Lab, ECE 306, which is the Electronic Devices and Circuits Lab, ECE 438, which is Microwave Circuits. It is also used for other oral presentations by students who attend other lab courses. Before we move into the next room, it should be stressed that all PCs here in Pythagoras have professionally installed software that are required for several courses, such as Cadence, used for electronic circuits and devices, ATS for microwave lab, and Altera Quartus and Xilinx for digital systems. Next to this lab, we have our hardware lab named Thales after another Greek philosopher and mathematician. And basically these two labs are interconnected via this internal door, which makes it easier when we teach using software and hardware in the same course. Thales accommodates several laboratory courses that require hardware, and like Pythagoras, have a maximum capacity for 36 students. More specifically, Thales has 18 fully equipped stations supporting both analog and digital electronic labs. This means that each station is equipped with a PC, a digital oscilloscope, a function generator, a digital multimeter, and DC power supply, and a breadboard on its educational base, where students build their own circuits for testing and taking their measurements. As it stands, this set of equipment suffices for the teaching of 3 different lab courses. And these are Electronic Circuits and Measurements Lab, ECE 203. The other one is ECE 211 Digital Systems, and of course for the hardware part of the ECE 306 Electronic Devices and Circuits Lab. In addition to the 3 previous courses, this lab is used for additional 3 courses where specific hardware needs to be used, but this hardware is not always placed on the benches. For example, for ECE 101, Introduction to Design and Engineering, students work with LEGO Mindstorms NXT. As you can see in these white boxes, we keep many sets of LEGO Mindstorms NXT. These are given to first-year students for their first design and engineering projects. The second lab that requires specific hardware is ECE 358, which is the Introduction to Communications lab. This is an elective course and requires 4 different pieces of additional hardware. In total, we have 10 pieces of equipment covering a variety of experiments on both analog and digital communication systems. What you can see here is the lab vault equipment used for the communication lab. We have 2 boards named analog communications, 2 digital communications 1 boards, 2 digital communications 2 boards, and 2 boards for fiber optics communication. In this lab, we do also hold a variety of handheld devices and FPGA boards used for teaching. Here you can see a number of LCR meters, and next to them we have a number of linear and digital IC testers. These are the logic probes used for testing on breadboards several digital electronic circuits. Here is a number of FPGA boards which are mainly used in teaching of ECE 211 Digital Systems Lab, as well as for Computer Organization and Microprocessors Lab. Students can design their digital systems on PC using various software and then upload the design onto these boards. Therefore, using switches and buttons, students can change the input signals, while at the same time using the 7-segment displays and a number of LEDs, they can watch the state of the output. These Z-boards are the latest addition to our lab. Basically, the Z-board is to replace the previous Altera board that we have been using for the last 10 years. In this lab, we also hold 10 of these drones, and these are used by postgraduate students when taking courses like embedded systems, real-time systems, or computer vision. Before closing, let us also have a look at the back of the lab, where we keep our soldering stations and many electronic components like analog and digital ICs, transistors, resistors, capacitors, coils, etc. This enables us to have our students in this lab during their exercises or even during their final year projects if these require a hardware part. So this was a short demo illustrating 2 of the ECE labs located at La Chap. We hope that you have found this video informative, and we will be very happy to answer any questions that you may have after the viewing of this video. Thank you.